Hi everybody! So Donovan asked me to make another one of these videos, so I guess I did not talk too long last time like I thought. Today we're talking about James 1 verse 18 to 27. It's a little bit long, but I want to focus on verse 19. So it says here, my dear brothers, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to become angry. For a man's anger does not bring about the righteous life that God desires. So when I was reading this, what I was thinking about was here James gives us the wisdom and the challenge to be empathetic listeners. He wants us to slow down and listen. So that means to me, I feel like I took this a little bit personally because this is something that I've been working on for sure. And so when I see slow down and listen, it makes me think, listen, not go into problem solving mode, not mentally prepare what to say next, not brushing it off and moving on to do your to-do list for the day. First listen and then slow to speak. So this is something that is hard for me. I'm a go-getter by nature. I'm a problem solver. And honestly, this pandemic has knocked me on my butt because there isn't a lot that I can control and there isn't a lot that I can solve. And, we're almost 2 years into this. And from what I'm seeing, we're starting to see the toll that this is taking on all of us, and the effects that this last 2 years have had on us. And the fight or flight in us has gotten weary. Whereas in the beginning of this pandemic, it kind of kicked in and we were like in survival mode. And now almost 2 years later, our souls are weary and our brains are weary. And I'm learning that what we all need most is to be heard and validated. Not our opinions necessarily, because there's certainly no shortage of those flying around, but our hearts, our weariness. And I've been doing a lot of research lately on what has been coming out of this pandemic with a lot of anxiety and worries in us and in our kids. And I've been reading on kind of how our brain works when it's in that state of anxiousness. And everywhere I read, they talk about how we need to listen and we need to help them feel validated. So first and foremost, if you are anxious, your brain can't even comprehend reason in that moment. So the very first thing is you need to come out of that. And to come out of that, you need to feel heard. You need to feel validated. Because if loving people well is the goal, it starts with listening. It starts with validating and it starts with connections. Not opinions, not anger, but connections. And so I challenge you, as I have been challenged by this verse, to go to the people that you love and love them well. And that means first start with listening. Listen really well. Listen wholeheartedly. Maybe we don't even need to share our opinions or our solutions. Maybe it just stops with listening, right? But I hope that you guys feel challenged by that as well. If we're going to be loving people well, then a huge part of that is listening well. Have a great day, guys.